Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This should be my New Year's Eve video, so if you're not down the pub or drinking, you'll be watching this little short video. And what it's all about is you probably saw the maiden flight for the RadioLink model the other day. Now I'm hoping to fly indoors, so I need to slow it down. So I've seen some of those like drag plates on these 3D indoor planes, and I wondered if I could sort of try and do something similar. So whether it'll work or not, I don't know, because I'll need more power to overcome the drag and maybe just stay airborne and it doesn't fly any slower at all, but we'll see. So just let me show you what I've been doing. I've been on the 3D printer today and on the little CAD software I use, which is Tinkercad, very simple software to learn. And I've produced these parts here. Now they copy the way that the RadioLink people have got these little like locking mechanisms for the components. And my idea is to make a couple of holes in each side of the wing and mount a drag plate. So I'll have one sort of there and then a slightly lower, smaller one underneath. The reason I've made this one smaller is because if I'm flying it out of doors and there's grass, it's more vulnerable. So I just thought it would be a good idea to make it a little bit smaller. So they mount on these plates here. To make life easy for printing it out, I've printed them separate, but I need to glue these onto the plates. Make two holes in the wing, and these will push through, and they'll pick up these here, which will go on. I'm going to glue that onto there. That will come down through the wing, poke out just enough to allow me to get the stud on to hold them on. And if it doesn't work, I just undo it and take them off. So I've got to CA those on, but I've got to also decide where these things go. I've got a main spar running through the wing there, so I'm going to have to go either in front or behind. It's a shame to spoil the sticker, wouldn't it? But aerodynamically, which side do you put it? Thinking of normally the air would break off of the wing section, but this being a flat wing, I'm guessing that doesn't make a lot of difference. In fact, I could go like that, just move into it a little bit so that's partially, yeah, that's a good idea. So that will be partially supported on the main spar and stop the wing from crushing. So that's where it's going to go, just there. So this is the same base but blank. So that will go there. This one will go a similar place there. How do I make nice neat holes? There's nice neat holes through this wing. The sharpened bit of tubing might do it. I'll see if I've got some tubing to fit that, and I'll come back to you in a moment. Okay, I've got a bit of brass tube here. It's slightly too small, but I've got a cunning idea to try and make it a little bit bigger. So exactly where is that going to go? We'll put it there. I've seen other ones nearer the trailing edge. In fact, I've seen some mounted on the trailing edge of the aileron. I'm just going to put it here, like that, over the top, about there. So I just push that in there. I can't just use a soldering iron or anything because it's got paper top on it. It's not really going to work. Look at that, a clean punched hole. That's not bad, is it? Didn't think it would go through the foam quite as easily as that, I must be honest. Just goes to show how sharp. All I've done is just beveled an edge on it with a small file. Right, so what's this cunning plan then, Cliff? Well, just let me see how that fits. Yeah. So my cunning plan is to use a paintbrush just to push it through and try and sort of artificially make it bigger. So that's quite acceptable. I haven't got a problem with that. And then I've still got to glue these on, but that'll go like that. Push through like that, and then on the back end I'll pick up the other one, which will have the other upright on, and then that will just clip in there around like that, and it'll be fixed, and it matches the rest of the airplane, which is nice. So let me do the other holes and I'll be back in a tick. Now I've got to try and CA these onto those. That could be a bit of fun. Hopefully the CA will stick. I'll certainly have to rough that up, I would think. The other thing, I'll have my activator spray handy just in case I need it. And I'm just going to rough up the edge of this because it's quite a smooth finish to the plastic. I could have printed it all in one, but it makes all sorts of, you need all sorts of supports, and breaking those off wouldn't have left it as quite as clean, you know. Swings and roundabouts, I guess. Just trying to do the edge where that's going to stick. Perhaps I could put it on sideways. Let's try it. Let's just try it and see. That should be a perfect width fit there. I'll try spotting it, put a little bit in the corner and see what happens. That seems pretty strong, guys, I must admit. Okay, I'll do the same to a bottom piece. Like that. Clean it up. The beauty of this, if it doesn't work, then I'll just pop them off and nothing lost. Spent most of the day drawing these up. It's amazing how long it takes to do this sort of stuff. And you've got your trial and error pieces, which is what I do quite a lot of. Alright, I'm going to put the big one on the top. Facing forward, like that. I don't know if this will work. That one's going to go there, facing forward, and then I'll get a clip and line it up and twist, and it's on. Line it up, twist, and let's push it down a bit more. And there we are. That's my drag. Like air brakes, like on a glider, massive. It'll have a huge effect. And if it doesn't work, then I shall just pop these clips off and that'll be that. Maybe. Anyway, let me do the other side, guys, and we'll put it back on the fuselage. Went quite easily, didn't it, really? Quite pleased with that. I'm I'm sure there must be a lot more science to this, guys, but you know what it is, I don't know. But this bit of fun just experimenting. So that's all this it really is, just a bit of fun experimenting. Okay, there we have the brakes as such. So now that will go back on there. I'll connect the ailerons up in a moment. Right, we'll just put those clips on the bottom. Okay, wing fixed. Aileron. Amazing twinkle roll it had on it, wasn't it? Absolutely amazing. Well, everything about it was pretty amazing, actually. Nice aeroplane. And there we are. That's my, I think they're going to have a massive effect on the airflow. Absolutely massive. I honestly don't know what's going to happen. I'm sure there's more science to this than meets the eye, but who knows? I mean, it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? So it looks the part. We'll see. Okay, guys, thanks for looking in, and stay tuned for this. We'll see what happens. Have a great new year, and let's hope 2025 is as productive as 2024. I've got my big Lunac glider to continue with. I've just glassed up the fuselage, and so we'll see how that goes. Got to get that finished for the spring. There we are then, guys. Thanks for looking in, and see you in the next one. Cheers.